Good morning, students. Again, before going to the nomenclature, we will see the general rules of IUPAC nomenclature. Okay, general rules of IUPAC nomenclature, that is International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. So now, students, let us begin. Earlier, I have told you there are basic three parts: the prefix, the word root, and the suffix. So let us discuss each of them. Students, prefix. Okay, as in your other subjects also, prefix basically means the word before the main word. Okay, prefix, okay, which fixes previously to the word. So students, basically for prefix, I have told you basically alkyl groups and functional group which are not principal functional groups are used. Okay, and for this you have to just assume a condition that alkyl group are formed by removal of H atom from alkanes. I have told you this. Suppose CH4 is a alkane, that is methane, and alkyl group will be basically CH3 replaced. One H will be replaced and it will be attached to some other compound. Okay, so that's why this is called as the alkyl, and here its name will be methyl. And if there will be 2 carbon, it will be ethyl, 3 carbon, it will be propyl, 4 carbon, it will be butyl, and just chain goes on. Okay, so students, here is a table given for you. There are the parent alkane, then there is the alkyl group, then there is their common name, and after this the prefix used in IUPAC name. Okay, so the very first is CH4, which I have told you also, CH4, and its alkyl group basically CH3 dash, that is 1 H less, 1 H is replaced. Its common name is methyl, and again in IUPAC system it is named as methyl. But talking about the second, you can see here in this there is CH3, CH2, CH3. So students, for this basically there are 3 carbon atom and 7 hydrogen atoms. Okay, for you can say for alkyl group 1 H will be replaced, and it can be drawn in two way. You can draw this as CH3, CH2, CH2 replaced. So this will be termed as normal propyl. Okay, in common name this is called as normal propyl, and for IUPAC this will be named as 1-propyl. But suppose a second condition, CH3, CH, CH3, here also you can see it is basically the alkyl of propane. Okay, H is replaced. So for this, students, its name will be, the common name will be isopropyl. Okay, and for IUPAC system you have to name the numbering, so 1, 2 and 3. So at 2 position there will be replacement, so it will be 2 propyl. Okay, so this is about the case of alkyl group. Now students, let's talk about, if we talk that functional group that are not principal functional group are considered as the prefix. So for this, just you can see the table, here is the table and here are the prefix. So for Cl, chloro is used, for Br, bromo is used, for I, iodo is used, and the chain just goes on. So what I am saying, suppose there is a compound that is CH2, CHO, and here it is Cl. Okay, so there are 2 functional group. So this will be principal functional group and this will be the secondary functional group. So being secondary functional group, this chlorine will be assumed as prefix. So for this we will write that chloro, and for this it will be basically acetaldehyde. Okay, 2 carbon atom. You can also write ethanol. For CHO, al is used, or you can write acetaldehyde. So it will be chloro ethanol. Okay, now students, talking about the word root. So word root, it is the basic unit name and represent the number of carbon atom. Here basically what you have to see is whatever the parent chain you are selecting, you have to just number the carbon atom and then you have to write its name. For this, many of the times I have told you, for 1 carbon atom meth is used, For 2 carbon atom, eth is used. For 3 carbon atom, prop is used, and the chain does go on. Okay. For 10 it is dec. For 9 it is non. For 8 it is oct. Okay. So this is the word root. And what basically you have to just see here, that suppose there is a compound C. I am not balancing it, you will balance it. So for this you have to firstly select the parent chain. So selecting the parent chain, it will be the longest chain, where you can say the functional group should come, multiple bonds should come, and it should be straight. Okay. Somewhat sometimes it should be L shaped, but basically it should be straight. So for this student, suppose this is the parent chain. Okay, you don't have to count the overall carbon, you have to count the carbon coming in the parent chain. So here in the parent chain you can see 1, 2, 3 and 4 carbon atoms are coming. So the word root will be but for this, and this will be assumed as a substituent. So for 2 there is a replacement, a substitution is there, and for 4 carbon atom it will be but. Okay. Now students, talking about the third, that is suffix. So students, basically suffix comes after the word root, and they are of two types. One is primary suffix and the other is secondary suffix. Talking about primary suffix, so basically student, primary suffix shows the saturation and unsaturation in the compound. That is, if there is single bond in the parent carbon chain, then it will be assumed as ane, and only carbon chain should be seen. Okay, not the functional group. And if will be double bond, then ene will be used, and if there will be triple bond, then ine will be used. So the primary suffix basically tells that whether it is saturated or unsaturated. Now students, you can see in the diagram, if having single bond, okay, if carbon atom having the nature single bond, then primary suffix ane will be used, and general name will be alkane. Okay, because word root is alk. For unsaturated, if double bond, ene will be used, name will be alkene. For triple bond, ine will be used, name will be alkyne. I have told you this earlier also, but have idea of them. Okay, and how you can assume this, suppose C, double bond C and C. This is the parent carbon chain. Okay, so for this, what you have to just see, you have to firstly select the parent chain and number the carbon atom. So there are basically 4 carbon atoms. So for 4 carbon atom, word root will be but, but as there is multiple bond, so what you will be used, butene. This is what the primary suffix. Now students, let's talk about the secondary suffix. So for this, the suffix used to represent principal functional group present in the compound. So you have to just use this for the principal functional group. Okay, what are the principal functional group? So for this, suppose we are taking the condition of alcohol. Okay, we are taking the condition of alcohol. For functional group, I have earlier also told you OH is assumed as all, CHO is as al, CO is at on, COH is at oic acid, COCl as oil chloride, and so many. So just have an example. Suppose there is a compound that is CH3, CH2. Wait, let me start from the very beginning, because it will be impossible to draw more than 3 carbon compound, and this is CHO. So students, suppose this is the skeleton. Okay, there is no substituent, so prefix should not be written, but in the parent chain basically we have to say how many number of carbon atom are there. So there are 3 carbon atom. Okay, and there is a multiple bond. So for 3 carbon atom, what will be there, prop will be there. Okay, and for double bond it is ene, propene, and for CHO group it will be al. So propene al, and you have to name the name it as 1, CHO group as 1, because it is the principal functional group. So this will be written as propene 1 al. Okay, propene 1 al. So this is about the secondary suffix. Now students, there is one more thing, that is, whenever we are writing the secondary suffix, that we are writing, there is primary suffix and it follows with the secondary suffix. Okay, secondary suffix. So whenever we are writing primary suffix followed by the secondary suffix, what we have to see about the alkanes E, we have to focus there. Okay, what I am saying, suppose a condition, that is a compound, consider a compound, it is CH3, CH2, OH. Okay, this is the compound. So students, for this the word root will be eth because there are 2 carbon atoms, and primary suffix will be ane because there are single bond. Okay, and secondary suffix is basically what? All. So whenever we are going to add ethane plus all, this e will be removed because the suffix is vowel. So whenever the suffix is vowel, then e is replaced, so its name will become ethanol. Ethanol. Okay, and suppose the condition where there is consonant is adding, then when consonant will be added, then e will be not replaced. So suppose this is a compound CH3CN. Okay, and here as there is 2 carbon atoms, so eth will be used. Okay, and there is single bond, so ane will be used, and for CN the word nitrile is used. Okay, so as this is consonant N, so e will not be replaced, so for this the name will be ethane nitrile. Okay, so this is all about today's lecture. Thank you class.